All right, my people, welcome back to Kosi's Astro Podcast. My name is Kosi, and how are you guys doing? I'm back with another, call it a tactical preview and predicted lineup or probable lineup of Nabir FEKIR in Arsenal. We are going to try out different formations. Look at what he would actually provide with, us with, how he would actually line up Arsenal, because there. One of the things you want to look at, with a player like Nabir FEKIR is actually what he brings and where does he play, how he impacts Mikel Arteta's blueprint, and how it fits into Mikel Arteta's blueprint. So that is what I'm going to be looking at in this video. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you want to support, the first thing you've got to do is smash the like button and give me your comments. Those two things, smash the like button, give me your comments. Let us continue the conversation in the chat. There, you'll be supporting me more than anyone who thinks they're supporting. Okay, let's get into this. Now, we've been linked with Nabir FEKIR for the last 48 hours. And of course, yesterday I did a piece about him that Goal.com had confirmed that Arsenal will go with Nabir FEKIR as the permanent option to Martin Odegaard if you fail to get him. And of course, Goal did confirm as well from Charles was that yes, Nabir FEKIR is going to be the second alternative, but the first option is going to be retaining Martin Odegaard. However, I've been looking at Nabir FEKIR's clips for quite some time now, and I felt like I want to do a video about him, how he would line up at Arsenal and how he would actually fit into Mikel Arteta's blueprint. Because Arteta told us he wants to play a 4-3-3. Still remember, there is a press conference I did, and I talked about that. He said he wants to play a 4-3-3. Yeah, and here we are. Is Nabir FEKIR fit to play a 4-3-3? Yeah, I think he would. I don't think he's that great. The great Nabir FEKIR that he was at Lyon around 3 years ago, or 3 years ago. I don't think he's still that kind of player. He spent 2 seasons at Real Betis. He has achieved 3 goals and 5 assists this season, and I think he managed 5 goals last season and 3 assists. So you look, he's not creating so much, and that for me tells me something, that he is a deeper midfielder than we are actually thinking. So I'm going to go down to the tactical board and try to discuss what I think about Nabir FEKIR and where he should be playing at Arsenal and why. Exactly. So here we are. This is my tactical board, and this is my Arsenal lineup that I really like a lot. Of course, no Chambers. I would like an upgrade there. But okay, if we start with where Nabir FEKIR has to play at Arsenal, I think it's going to be in this pivot role with Thomas Partey. And you're going to ask me, Kosi, why? He is a number 10. He's a number 10. Yeah, I know. Many people think he's a number 10. I've seen him play. He is that good in coming forward. Actually, if you look at FEKIR playing, he's one of those players that are always going to be in this area. Always in this area. He's one of those players that love rotating around this area. He's one of those players that love being in the penalty area. He creates so many chances. Diagonally from these angles, so many chances, and I think that's why many people want to call him a number 10. But if you look at the way Nabir FEKIR plays, you can't call him a number 10. If you've seen him play at Real Betis, if you go on YouTube and watch his clips, there's no way you're convincing me that FEKIR is a number 10, unless I'm mad. But there's no way you're convincing me, because what I think about FEKIR and what I've seen about his game is he's a player who loves to rotate around this area. Exactly. He loves to rotate and control this area. Now, Martin Odegaard also loves to play around this area and do the joystick things around this area. But I think the thing FEKIR has is he has the ability to move this ball forward at a very, very terrific speed, better than Martin Odegaard. Now, I'm not saying he's better than Martin Odegaard, but what I'm saying is if you're looking for a transition, just get this. Let me just get, okay, here. If you're looking for a transition from back to front, from the wings to the center, if you're looking for that, if you're looking for that, for such kind of runs at a very, sharp speed, you've got to use Nabir FEKIR. Nabir FEKIR is the player for you. Nabir FEKIR is the man for you. He is that, and I think he is more of an Asamoah, kind of player. If you still remember, we've been linked with Asamoah in the summer, and I did so many videos about him. I think FEKIR it would be an upgrade of Asamoah. I don't think Asamoah is better than Nabir FEKIR. No, I think FEKIR is the better player, and I think he would be the upgrade of Nabir FEKIR. So my first role for Nabir FEKIR would be in a 4-2-3-1. I would play him there. However, I would still play him there and play a 4-3-3. If you get me. We played a 4-3-3, and of course Arteta said before that he would like to play a 4-3-3, but he doesn't have the resources. So probably if you give him a player like Nabir FEKIR, or, a player of his quality, because I think he is a quality player, he's a very talented player, then he would be able to unleash his 4-3-3. Still, what you get from Nabir FEKIR is his ability to receive the ball from all these parties, from TROOPZ, from Emily Smith Rowe. So he's going to receive that ball. It's going to be like a collecting center, and then he will distribute it, into these runs. For Pepe, for Martinelli, and for Bukayo Saka. So that is what you get from Nabir FEKIR when he plays from, in that position. And I think many Arsenal fans would actually want to see that. The other thing I like about Nabir FEKIR is you could now use him as a number 10. But the question is, how do you use him as number 10? Don't use him as a false 10. He likes running a lot. He likes, he's so mobile. So don't use him as a false 9. It might not actually work for you. So how do we use him as a number 10? And I'm going to tell you this, and it's going to be a little bit crazy, but I'll leave Gabriel Martinelli as a lone striker, pull Nabir FEKIR a little bit closer to the striker and play him as a support striker. And then I have Thomas Partey, or probably I have, this might not be Emily Smith Rowe here. I might have probably Granit Xhaka, or if I'm going to go to the market, I might have a player like Bissouma. And then here we do have Pepe, and here we have Bukayo Saka, on the wings. Now, the reason as to why I'm saying you would use him as a false 9 is, actually you don't use him as a false 9, but you use him as a support striker. That gives you the mandate to play a player like Bissouma here. So I want to go here with Bissouma. Fine, great. Here we go. So that would, because Arsenal is interested in signing Yavis Bissouma, and for me, if you're going to use a number 10 kind of player who is like Martin Odegaard, I don't want to play Bissouma. I would rather play Partey and a player like Sabata and play Odegaard in front of them. So if I'm going to have a player like Nabir FEKIR in this lineup as a support striker, or as a number 10, like you want to call it, then I would play a player like Bissouma and Thomas Partey, because then I would actually move Partey into an advanced kind of player and leave Bissouma to his responsibilities, in such an area. So that's how I think Arsenal should be lining up with Nabir FEKIR if we actually get him. Of course, they're saying Arsenal is interested in him, and we will actually get him if we don't get Martin Odegaard. But the best part where you want Nabir FEKIR to play is deep in the midfield, because you want those runs. You want him to be the kind of Santi Cazorla kind of player, and I think he's the Santi Cazorla kind of player. He's strong. He gets that ball, he distributes it, he doesn't lose it. So you're not going to suffer with issues of losing possession. You're not going to suffer with issues of having the ball and then losing it stupidly. You're not going to have you're not going to suffer issues of wrong passing and poor passing. The quality is going to be there in the midfield. The only question I have about FEKIR is he still that good? That is the question. Because we've seen him at Lyon and he's been brilliant. He's been exacerbating. He's been ecstatic. But is he still that good? It's the biggest question. And I know many Arsenal fans would want to ask the same question. Kosi, is he still that good? Is he going to give us the same thing he provided with Lyon a couple of seasons ago? My answer is I don't know. But of course, being that he's 27 years of age, and he's coming from Spain to English Premier League, he's coming from an easier league to the hardest league in the world. It's not going to be an easy thing for him to adapt. It's not going to be an easy thing for him to adapt. After this video, I'm going to show you how Arsenal would line up with Paulo Dybala if we get him. Why not? I'm signing out. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and if you do not mind, please turn on your notifications. They will help you a lot to get content.